Fall Guys Season 4 was released on March 22nd, and it's been nearly a month since we've been playing their new maps. In this video, I'm going to give you my opinions on the worst and best maps in this season. Basketfall is one of two team games that was introduced in this season. Your goal is to get one of the many balls on the court and score in the opposite color. I say this because many players still score in their own net. This is by far, in my opinion, the worst map in the newest season. When there's a lot of players, it becomes really chaotic, but when there's at least 5 on each team, you can sit back and play defense. Just be careful when you're in the gravity cube. The color may be hard to make out, and you may accidentally grab the wrong player. Big Shot is a survival round where you and other players stand on a seesaw while objects are being thrown in an attempt to eliminate you. Now, this one isn't particularly difficult. Well, not too difficult. It can be boring. Avoid the objects and just wait for it to time out because it rarely eliminates everyone. That's mainly the reason why it's so low on the list. Roll On. The objective is to get to the end, but these platforms roll side to side. It's easy to mistime a jump and fall into the slime. It's even easier to get pushed off by a group of people and have to catch up. If you're in the front of the pack, you should have no problem finishing. If you're in the back, forget having an easy go of things, as player collision in this game will have you raging. It's sometimes better to let the players get some space from you. Besides, many players still struggle on this map. Power Trip, the second of 2 team games in this season. You grab a little battery pack and you light up tiles on the floor. The team who has the most tiles lit up when the timer runs out wins. It's a fun game that I personally like. Sometimes if I don't get the battery in time in the beginning, it's just fun to go to the other side and start slowing down the other team. This is one of the rare times where I have fun playing a team game. Short Circuit. We're getting to the top half of the worst to best list. Short Circuit barely making the good list. It was the one game that I played the most because it came out so much. That's one of the reasons why I hate it. But the other reason I hate it is because of the long intro. Once you get past that though, it's a 2-lap race through an obstacle course. You are either going to be raging or sweating to get to first place. It's one of those maps where you're always in it until you're not. Skyline Stumble is the second best map in my opinion of Season 4. It's got so many interesting obstacles like the Perry Saturns in the beginning, the Billy Kidmans, the Last Crusade bridges, the Space Cadet bumpers at the end. It's just a fun map from beginning to end. How is it not number 1, right? Well, when I play this map, I have no sense of urgency. I can do this one so easily that it's not number 1. I like to sweat. Now, the best map for me was Hoverboard Heroes. It reminds me a lot of Slime Climb. When you have 30 people play and only 10 make it, you know you have a good map. It's got some difficult parts, such as the double lasers in the beginning, or when too many people make it to the conveyor belt, they can push you off. Plus, the anti-gravity section can get chaotic. Bumpers, lasers, other people, it's a fun mess that gets my blood flowing when I finally get to the end and I don't get tossed into the slime. It's such a rewarding map. That was my list of Season 4 maps in order from worst to best. Let me know what you think. Tell me your list. I'd love to hear what your opinions are of this season so far.